But can you imagine the people of John's day struggling with life, being persecuted as followers of Jesus, and then to get this message of a new heaven and a new earth that awaits them all? Wouldn't that be encouraging? So I want this word to be encouraging for us today as well, because this is good news. In the new creation, in the new heaven and the new earth, we will have been freed from the penalty of sin. We will have been freed from the power of sin. And in the new heaven and the new earth, we will be freed from the presence of sin. And one more, we will be freed from even the possibility of sin. When we think of a new earth, we can think of it as something brand new. But when we think of the word earth in that phrase, new earth, we can also think of it as something familiar to us. And the people that live there are too numerous to even count. But everyone who has called on the name of the Lord has not turned away and has welcomed them. We will have a home in this new Jerusalem. We will have work in this new Jerusalem. We will have companionship with one another in this new Jerusalem. And we will not see God once a year in the small Holy of Holies. We will be with God 24/7 for all eternity. In John's day, Jerusalem had a temple. In the new earth, the new Jerusalem is the temple. You see, a redeemed world glorifies God more than an innocent world would have. This is part of God's beautiful plan for each of us. The Spirit says, come. The bride says, come. We're the bride. We are to say to those who haven't heard the old story, we are to say, come. We are to say, come with that biblical belief, that trust, that investment, that assurance in another that you will be saved. Believe. Don't just acknowledge. Believe. Don't just admit. And part of that belief is coming in the full knowledge that we are the poor in spirit. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Theirs is the kingdom of God. That biblical belief is an acknowledgement of our condition, an acknowledgement of God's position to transform us through the renewing of our mind into a righteous creature He will welcome into the new heaven and the new earth.